Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Larry Wooten, and I'm president of North Carolina Farm Bureau. And this morning it is my honor and our privilege to welcome you to the Food Dialogues North Carolina event. We recognize that all of you have taken your valuable time to join us either here in person or the many thousands that are online to hear this morning from food and farming experts, healthcare professionals, scientists, and consumer leaders as they discuss this morning and this afternoon the foods we eat and the farmers who feed us. We believe that today's dialogue, led by our moderator, Linda Loveland, and our distinguished panelists to my left, will be well worth your time. Our purpose today in this event is to provide new information and perspectives that are helpful as you make food decisions for yourself and your family. I take this opportunity this morning to recognize both of our host organizations, the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance and the North Carolina Animal Agriculture Coalition. We thank them as our host for bringing this national signature event series to North Carolina. To learn more about the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance and the North Carolina Animal Agriculture Coalition, please consult your program or visit us online at fooddialogues.com/North Carolina. Before we begin our discussions this morning, I think it's important that we provide some context for the topics the panelists will address today. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a time and in a state where there is abundant access to safe, affordable food. We also have a growing number of organic and locally grown foods in markets and grocery stores across many North Carolina communities. All of this food production is being accomplished by a declining number of farmers, a community that represents less than 1% of our state's total population. As our state's population increases, it is driving up the demand for land and open space. North Carolina is currently losing farmland at faster than the national rate, both in our urban areas and in those rural communities surrounding many of our metropolitan areas. Every day, the global population increases at the rate of roughly 206,000 persons per day. Ladies and gentlemen, that's equivalent to the population of Fayetteville, North Carolina every day, or the population of Charlotte, Raleigh, and Greensboro combined every week. In North Carolina, we are growing in population at the rate of roughly 100,000 persons per year. That is 2,000 persons per week, or as we sit here today, 274 people each day in our state. To feed this growing global population, our farmers will have to produce 100% more food by the year 2050. I believe that it is imperative that we continue to explore, that we continue to discuss the most efficient, the most humane, and the most environmentally sound farming practices both for today and tomorrow. These practices will require continued agricultural research and the use of modern technology to ensure that our consumers have access to safe, affordable, and nutritious foods. Farmers and the agribusiness community certainly recognize these factors. They work hard every day to ensure that the food on your table and on tables around the world is of the very highest quality. North Carolina as a state, is indeed fortunate to have been selected as a site for this Food Dialogues event. Agriculture, as many of you know, and agribusiness is the largest and the most visible industry in our state and in our nation. It is important for our growing population to know and to understand more about what's on our plates, as well as who are our farmers. I thank you again for your attendance here today and for your interest in this subject. Now let me turn this program over to our moderator, Linda Loveland, and our panel of experts. Thank you very much.